Hey, welcome back. August 2023 market update, House Hunter PDX. My name is Eldridge Huntington. Let's get right into this. It's been too long. All right. I miss these videos. I miss talking to you. I'm excited to get this going again. I want to make sure that this is going to be as interactive as possible. So honestly, if you are checking out our newsletter and you're watching this video, if you have any questions, I'm gonna go through this like 5 times. If you have any questions, call me. All right. Pick up the phone, dial the digits, text me, email if you want, but I like to be personal with stuff. I want you to hear the intonation in my voice when I explain it to you. So don't hesitate. I want this to be interactive. Give me a buzz. All right, let's get into what's going on with buyers, sellers, what's going on with this market, what you need to be doing, what you need to do if you're gonna be a buyer, if you're gonna be a seller, get your house together, all these fun things. I'm the guy to call if you need any resources. We got them all. We can help you with landscaping, fixing appliances, whatever it is, just give us a buzz. All right, summer is time to buy houses, right? Kids are out of school, you got a little bit more free time, the houses are banging, landscaping is blooming, all this beautiful stuff is going on. That's when you sell houses. So what have happened? What have I seen out there? I'm not gonna give any kind of stats because that's not what this is about right now. I'm gonna tell you what's been going on out there because I've been in those streets dealing with it day to day, and this is the feeling I get and what I see with my own eyeballs, talking to people, negotiating, and helping my friends and family members get into homes. When it started, let's say when we were talking last time in June, I was saying that buyers are kind of going through this phase of not knowing exactly how aggressive they need to be on certain things, or where the market's going to do, or if there's going to be change in the rates. What is the economy doing? All these questions. Well, this awkward phase that we were going through in spring and into the early summer, we're beyond the awkward phase. This is just what it is now. The rates are like 7.25%, 7.5%, depending on where you are with your credit and everything else. You're probably going to be up in the 8s. Honestly, it's just harder to afford a home right now, but it's easier to find a house. I can tell you that. Is it easy? No. Is it easier? Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I'm seeing more inventory out there. Usually when I see when I'm, searching for folks that are probably in the mid 500s to 600 range, or even let's just say anywhere between 5 and 800, which is a big gap. But, I'm, relative to where they're looking, I'm getting probably, 12 to 20 houses on their automatic feeds. I'm getting like 80, 90 houses on their feeds. Ton more houses. Now, why are there so many more houses? Well, buyers have the option to be a little bit more selective. So I'm not saying that, it's a down market by any means right now, because I really think it has to do with like a micro perspective of what you're looking at per neighborhood, per home. So you might be looking at, let's say this like the Cedar Mill, or more specifically the Terra Linda neighborhood in Cedar Mill, and you might be looking at that neighborhood and being like, well, this house has been on for 22 days, but this house sold in 3 days. What's up with that? Same kind of house, same ranch home in this neighborhood. What's going on? Well, one might be on a busier street, need a new kitchen, bathrooms. They haven't done much with other maintenance, roof is going out, whatever it might be. And the other one, has maybe half those issues. And number one, it's probably in the right location where it's not on a busy street and things like that. So buyers are being more picky. They're picking the house in the right location. Thank God we have those options. But if you are selling a home and you're dealing with this kind of stuff, you really need to look at what you're pricing your home at. That's very important. It's straight up about prices. Like, it's not some realtors do a ton, okay? We don't just show houses. We don't just list houses and hope for the best thing to happen. But, within all this magic that we do, what's not too magical is like, if your house is sitting, it's because of the price. Could it be about condition? Absolutely. But if it's got poor condition, lower that price, okay? You need to price your home accordingly, or you're just gonna be sitting there and you're gonna see the price of your home come down in other ways because you're sitting on the market for too long. Now, buyers, this means the same thing. If you're seeing these relationships, you're like, well, these houses are sitting forever. Well, guess why? Because you're not going for that house. You're going for that sweet house down the street that's got the newer roof, the dope ass landscaping and everything else. That's what you want, and we know it. That's what you're going for, because that's what's selling. And not only are they selling, they're going well over. We're going like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 $1,000 they're super desirable. And the houses that are sitting are not super desirable. Now, 3 years ago, those houses that were not super desirable were flying off the market because it was just cheaper to live there. And it made sense. And if you're in that house now, you're probably like, dang, it is like super cheap for me to live here. But if it's a hard market and I'm on a busy street, it's gonna be hard to sell right now. And if you do have to sell right now, you're going through that pain. So again, adjust your price accordingly and then move forward. If you have specific questions about that, give me a buzz and I'll tell you exactly what you need to be doing with that. If you're buying, do your research, call your lender, make sure that you know exactly what you want to dedicate to down payment, exactly what you want to do as far as holding some back for doing some repairs or whatever it is. And if you need to get competitive, you need to know what you're able to do to narrow an appraisal gap, and know that you may have to give up some repairs. Like, hey, I'm not going to ask for anything out there that's going to cost less than $3,000, meaning, hey, if something comes up on the repair addendum and we get bids and they're $2,500, you're not going to even talk about it. Okay, you're doing that because you want to get the house, and the sellers want to see that because they don't want to get nickel and dime because they've done some hard work. It's competitive. They got other people out here that want the house. You got to show up proper and make sure that you're doing it. So, and if you're selling, like I was just saying, if you're in the right spot and you've taken care of your house, you are in a great position to be one of the ones that you're going to have a competitive offer situation. If you've been slacking and your house is maybe on a busier street, or it's, you know, not in a desirable neighborhood or what have you, it's desirable to you, but it may not be desired to the majority of buyers out there right now, then you need to adjust, because you're going to end up there for 3-4 weeks wondering why your house isn't selling. It's straight up just about the price, okay? Because somebody out there will pay for that house, but they're not going to pay what that dope house down the street is going for, okay? So just kind of get your perspective right. I'm going to tell you straight up where you're at and what you need to do to be there. We have a pretty decent idea where things are going and where we've been for sure, okay? So if you're out here dealing with it, you know exactly what's happening nationally with rates and everything else. You can have a pretty decent idea what's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 months. Plain and simple, rates are going to keep going up for a while, okay? They're not going to go up every month, but they're going to keep going up. I don't see a huge drop anytime in the near future. Maybe in the distant future, a couple years or something like that. Next year, I was hoping that we'd see, like, you know, rates start to come down a little bit. I think we're going to see rates kind of level off in the 7s, kind of where we're at now. And people know that. People know that now. People, like I said, the awkward phase is over. We're like, this is the market. This is the time. If you're going to buy a house, buy the house. It's time to buy the house. If you got to sell the house, sell the house. This is just the market. So if you're waiting for some beautiful scenario to whip up again and create for the buyers what happened 2 years ago, it's probably not going to happen immediately. And if you're a buyer and you're just waiting to be right there at that perfect spot where the home prices are low and the rates are low, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Then you're going to be out here for a long time on the sidelines, and you're going to just see what happens with real estate, which is just natural appreciation over the years. And you're gonna jump in over here thinking you're gonna deal, and it's like, yo, you natural appreciation. You went up 5-6% every year. You waited a couple of years. That house is now like $40,000 more expensive. So you can take your time, but you don't have a lot of time to take. Okay, so do your research, get out there, get moving, jump into the thing. You will appreciate. You'll see some good stuff with your real estate. Buy in the right place. If you have any questions, that's what I'm here for. I'm in this thing every day, all day. I talk to people all the time about this. I have these conversations all the time, and I love it. I dig in. This is just where I live in this real estate world. So if you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to call me. You don't have to work with me, okay? I hope you do. That's what it's all about. But this is what I do. You call me. We get a sense. If you think that my information is valuable, then let's keep it going. If we have a good communication going, then let's keep it going. I can help you get into a home. I can help you get out of a home. It depends on what you need to do. But number one thing is, it starts with a phone call, and I'll set you up from there. My name is Eldridge Huntington with House Hunter PDX, 503-926-2929. Don't sleep on it. Give me a buzz. Don't wait too long. You don't have to make a move immediately, but you should start planning for it. So with that, that's your Market 2023 update for August. And I'm really looking forward to September. I miss this so much. All right, guys, take it easy.